Hi everyone, welcome to Yukikoi Melt, episode 27, where Miharu is getting the help of Usagi to move his belongings from the men's dormitory to his current dormitory, the Snowgri-La. So, Usagi was able to borrow a truck from her cousin, who's currently away doing oceanography studies. And Usagi mentions that she has a license, which permits her to drive this truck. And it isn't really much of a burden for Usagi because she maintains the truck from time to time. So anyways, we're going to see how this trip goes. And, well, let's just continue. So she drives the light truck through a small side road next to the station and then begins climbing up the mountain towards our dorm. Okay, so we can see what the truck looks like, and it's more than a pickup. It's like a commercial or like a light commercial truck. So it obviously has more than enough capacity to carry Miharu's belongings. So speaking of which, this is my first time going to the dorm in a vehicle.
Oh, そうなのかい? ちょっとかかるけれど、大丈夫かい?
Okay, so you'll be able to handle this. Oh, of course. Well, I mean, it beats making multiple trips on the cable car.
男の子らしい豪快な返事だ。さすがだね。
Okay. Huh? Wait. Thanks? Well, that said, this road sure has a lot of sharp curves. Well, that's kind of normal for a mountain road.
山の傾斜が急だとどうしてもつづら折りになるからね。それにこの辺は除雪も朝1回だけだからね。
There you go. It's like, well, that's how they make roads going up the mountain. And it's kind of hard to keep this road clean, but they do try their best. Oh, yeah, so it does look like there's a lot of snow around. Well, now that you mention it.
雪の壁の間を走ってる感じが良いだろ?
But you know, it's kind of exciting driving on this kind of road, which is true. So it does put or get you to be more focused, get you to be more aware of your surroundings, compared to like a freeway where it's all open, the roads are easy to drive, and in like a long stretch of highway, you end up falling asleep. Well, then again, that's why it's good to have like radio and some entertainment to keep you awake on the road. Well, that's true, but it's also kind of scary not being able to see what's beyond those bends. And I'm impressed you can follow the road at all. Well, if you drive slow enough, you should have no trouble following the road.
まあ、走り慣れた道だしね。
And then again, Usagi has driven this road many times. Wait, so didn't you say you got your license recently? So when was it exactly?
ああ、先週だよ。ちょうど岡崎くんに出会う前ぐらいかな。
So basically, Usagi has been driving illegally, unlicensed on this road multiple times, and well, I'm sure it's for safety requirements. Like, well, I'm going to transport someone, so I need to have a license to, or like for liability purposes. And yet, you're used to driving on this road.
ああ、だってこの辺。あ、ごめん、ちょっと当てるよ。
Wait, so what's going on? And the truck suddenly skids to one side in the middle of the curve. Uh-oh. So I wonder how Usagi passed her driving exam. Well, maybe it's because she drives all nice and perfect for the exam, but then goes all loose when she drives on her own and with Miharu.
大丈夫かい?
Yes? It just surprised me. Wait. So what was that shock just now? So we hit something, didn't we? I don't think Usagi hit something. It's just that she drove too quickly and it got...
ちょっと後輪が持ってかれてね。ぶつけた反動で立て直したんだ。
Oh. Okay, so she did hit something. It's like, I hit the wall so that the momentum would put us back on track. And I wonder how much damage that gave to the truck. But it's snow, so... Wait, what? So how can you say that with a straight face? You hit something. That's technically a crash. It depends.
曲がりきれなかった時は壁に合わせて。ほら、次行くよ。
Okay, so another attempt. Or like I have to do hit the wall again to bounce on the right location. Wait, so you hit the wall again and the truck, wait, it's still bouncing. So it's not going everywhere.
やっぱり一度ラインを外すとどうにも立て直しが難しくてね。こういう時は無理に逆らわずに滑らせながら走った方がいいんだよ。
Well, that's kind of risky. So if you do it right, you'll be on track. If you do it wrong, you'll go right off the mountain. And I'm sure the truck is not designed to be bumped around. And this all looks like a collision.
ほら、こんな風にね。ハンドルは微調整に使うだけ。
Well, I think this damages the wheels. It doesn't make it better. Wait, no, wait. Brett, you got your license the other day, didn't you? Wait, this is crazy.
安心したまえ。免許を取ったのはこの前だが、ここの道は10年ぐらい走ってるよ。
So she's pretty much driving unlicensed for the last 10 years. Wait, so isn't that against the law?
いや、寮までのこの山道は全部いとこの私有地だから大丈夫だよ。
Well, it's private property, so technically we don't need a license to drive here. Which is true. But then again... Wait, it felt like we were in zero gravity there for a moment. So I wonder if Usagi let the truck fall for a little bit.
ああ、横 G が相殺されたんだよ。
Oh yeah, so that G momentarily got cancelled out by other forces. Wait, what?
ああ、遠心力のことだよ。今感じてるこれだね。
Hey, how about you drive without causing this G thing in the first place?
でもさっき確認した時に大丈夫だって言ってなかったかい?
Well, I'm sure he didn't mean that. Well, you can drive all crazy to your preference. You drive it like you're playing some racing game. Wait, I don't remember agreeing to any of my limbs ripped by unseen forces.
そうかい。さっき登り始める時に確認したはずなのだが。
Well, I did check with you. When?
確か。
So speaking of which, this is my first time going to the dorm in a vehicle.
ああ、そうなのかい? ちょっとかかるけれど、大丈夫かい?
Wait, so I thought you were asking if I could handle the long slog, not floating around in a weightless state. So it's like, well, I'm asking, or when you were asking me the question, it was like, can I handle going up the curves? I didn't really mean, can I handle you bouncing around, crashing into walls, slipping everywhere?
ああ、なるほど。合点がいった。このすれ違いはそういうことだったんだね。
Well, I'm sure nobody would expect to have a crazy ride.
電車よりマシだって言うから男の子らしいなと感心していたんだがそうか、勘違いか。
Wait, come on, Gravity, come back here.
そうか、雪国に住む人間はスリップなんてよくあることだから慣れるものだが、やっぱりそうでない人には耐え難いものなのか。
No way. I'm pretty sure even locals wouldn't want to slip on a mountain road.
そうだな。飲んで終電を逃したゆか先生を迎えに行った時は途中で見事に戻してしまったしね。
And so Usagi already has one bad record of hurting someone while driving, and she wants to repeat it for Miharu. I'm sure she would have puked either.
あ、そうだ。じゃあゆっくり走ろうか。低速は低速で危ないが。
So what's wrong with going too slow?
ああ、もうすぐ寮なんだが。
Oh, who cares? We're almost there, so... Alright, I might as well just grin and bear it. I just want to get home as soon as possible at the stage. So, there is a positive benefit to driving quickly is that I'll be able to get off this truck sooner.
開催開催。では、今日しか味わえないこの道を十分に堪能することにしよう。
Wait, no! Stop! Help me! And so my screams reverberate over the mountain, echoing into the distance. Shizuri-san!
みーくんよかった。戻ってきたんだね。ちょうどお昼ができたところで。
So like how Shizuri's all happy, all calming about Miharu arriving back. Yes, I'm back. I'm really back. Water. I need some water. I hurriedly pulled out the bottle of lemon drink in my pocket and wrestling its cap open. Press it against my mouth, and I don't care about an indirect kiss anymore or anything else. Well, all that matters is getting some liquid into me. So, hydration. Okay, so how's this?
みーくん
Oh, please, I'm frozen down to the very core. Can I steal some of your warmth?
みーくんわかった。
So the fact that Miharu comes in, all panicking, just giving out all these requests for Shizuri, that's making Shizuri kind of confused about what's going on. Though she obviously has no idea what is going on, Shizuri-san doesn't hesitate to give her full support to the frozen shell of a man clinging to her, while I continue to bow my head, pleading for her embrace. And there she goes. Ah, it's so warm.
よしよし。もう大丈夫だからね。
And I like how Shizuri treats Miharu like a little boy. It's like, don't worry, everything's alright.
まさに一目散だね。
ああ、うーちゃん、どうしたの？
車で岡崎くんの荷物をここまで運んできただけなのだが。
So anything wrong? Oh no, it's just that I went to help him bring his belongings up.
ああ、なるほど。
Okay. Well, I feel like I'm in heaven. It's a paradise in your arms.
よしよし。もう怖くないよ。 人の世界に戻ってきたよ。
さすがにその扱いは私も傷つくのだが。
And I wonder if Usagi is jealous that Shizuri is able to calm Miharu down, or at least bring him closer, versus Usagi. So hot chocolate is, without a doubt, one of the greatest achievements of mankind.
大丈夫？
So Shizuri-san furrows her brow as she watches me tenderly make out with my hot drink, or hot chocolate. Don't worry, I'm just feeling immense gratitude to this completely immobile kotatsu. Okay, so now Miharu's in the kotatsu staying warm.
もう、うーちゃん、みーくんが極端なことしか言わなくなっちゃってるよ。
So you know, Yu-chan, I think you're the one that caused all this problem.
私も G は大丈夫かと一応聞いたのだが。
Well, I'm sure Usagi did not ask Miharu beforehand about, can you handle my extreme driving? Can you handle the G's?
だからってああいう激しいのはダメ。みーくん多分初めてだったんだからすごいショック受けてるよ。
Obviously.
まさか PTSD になったりしないだろうか。
Well, I'm fine. I think I'll be able to go back to normal when I've replaced all this adrenaline with Coco.
もう、うーちゃんはいつものことだから寝ぼけてていくら後ろからかけても大丈夫だろうけど。
So apparently you got too excited, you got carried away, and you didn't know that you caused so much injury to...
反省している。しかししずりの時は終わった後も普通だったから、あれぐらいの G 大したことないと思ったのだが。
But then again, I know that you can handle G's very well, Shizuri.
私の時は初めての G で半分失神してたんだよ。それももう数年前だけど。
But then again, when I experienced your first G, I fell apart too. And that was quite a while ago.
初めての時はお互い幼かったしな。ダメだね。慣れというのはある意味鈍化と一緒だ。
うーちゃんは毎回シチュエーションごとに G の違う楽しみ方できる分、体にかかる負担に鈍感になってるよ。
Okay? So if you noticed, this entire time, you can see that Taruhi is in the back eavesdropping on them.
その分今回は岡崎くんが初めて感じる G の犠牲になってしまったということか。
And I wonder if Taruhi had to deal with Usagi's crazy driving as well. And anyways, Miharu continues to drink Coco.
思い出したくないって顔だよ。
確認を怠ったのは反省している。まさかあそこまで雪の上が苦手だとは。
Okay, it is my fault. I didn't ask him if he was able to tolerate extreme crazy driving, crashing into snow walls, slipping, and falling in some cases.
あれ？タルちゃん？って、ああ、そっか、お昼だけ今用意するね。
Oh, so I didn't know that you were here.
待ってください。今岡崎くんが雪の上で、その初めてとか。
ああ、そうだが、どうしてタルヒくんが取り乱しているんだい？
So what's so upsetting, Taruhi?
あれ？タルちゃんも経験あるよね。うーちゃんのあのすごい G。
Okay, so Taruhi did have to experience that crazy driving, the G's as well. It's like, maybe you forgot. Wait, so what do you mean all the time?
ん
Wait, what? So we exchange looks and tilt our heads in confusion while Taruhi continues to panic like a trapped animal.
気持ち悪い。ずり水。
So I think the teacher just got up and is like, Zuri, can I get some water? Okay. Something that looks and sounds like a zombie appears from upstairs, scratching its belly and reeking of alcohol.
先生、また朝まで飲んでたんですか？
Wait a minute, so more alcohol?
早めに寝ようと思ったんだけど、ついつい通販番組見ながらつまみつまんでたら朝になっててさ。
And I wonder what infomercial was so exciting that Yuka teacher couldn't peel her eyes off of. Maybe the Ronco pasta and sausage maker? Well, that's so empty. Well, that's probably like the saddest reaction I've heard for a woman to stay up all night. Or maybe it's the So my favorite infomercial was the organic pan, and then there was also the one with the lean fat grilling machine. Well, anyways.
ハル、あんた今余計なこと考えただろう。
So I was listening to the conversation and I heard something very inappropriate from you, Haru. Wait, so is that my new nickname, Haru?
ズリがミー君って言ってるなら、私は待ってるハルを引き取ってやろうっていう担任心じゃないのさ。
Okay, second. Well, Zuri calls you Mikun, so I might as well use the other part of your name and make it your nickname. So, Shizuri calls you me, and then I call you the Haru. So I fail to see what way that's supposed to be kind. So it sounds more like picking up and eating old snacks off the floor.
ラブコメみたいな呼び方しやがって。頭痛い。
And why? Okay, so you would get jealous over this. Like, I can't believe you're calling each other really cute nicknames.
もう先生、改めて言われると照れるじゃないですか。やめてください。
Okay,
はい、お水。
so here's your water and stop talking.
はいはい、もう分かったから、イチャコラするなら屋上で下がってきて。先生。
So what now? Yeah, well, I see you're going for the worst role model in the world prize.
そんなのお互い様でしょうが。ズビビビビ。
Well, at least Miharu doesn't wake up yelling at people, complaining about everything, and just acting all gloomy. As opposed to Yuka. Wait, excuse me?
だから、そっちもそっちで、何真っ昼間から男女で女話で盛り上がってんのって話。先生、そこ触れるんですか？
So wait, why are you bringing this up? Well, what are you talking about? Hi everyone. So unfortunately, I had to cut out the rest. And it's because the teacher, Yuka, had to ruin the conversation by putting in all these H and adult references. So she mistaken what they were talking about when they mentioned the letter G. And I don't know what word could lead to all these misunderstandings. So obviously G that we're talking about is G-force. And it's kind of like how they measure how exciting a roller coaster ride is. So if it has more G's, then that means there's all these more forces acting against you when you're riding on a thrill ride. But anyways, you could then mention that, oh, so I can see that Miharu is here. He's letting himself loose because he's living with all these girls. And by generalization, men are horny people. And that's what Miharu is. And that kind of got Taruhi a little bit red. And then when Shizuri mentioned about Taruhi being red, it was going to open up another can of bad jokes. But then, if we remember from episode 26, Taruhi is bad with jokes, and she does get deceived or tricked very easily. So Miharu warns everyone about that. And then Miharu fights back by talking about how Yuka has really poor ethics. So her underwear is showing, and it's like, this is why you're still single. And in the end, that triggers Yuka. She gets upset, talking about her poor single life. Well, anyways, it looks like the situation has finally calmed down, so they were able to get the teacher Yuka away and comfort Taruhi. So I'm sure all this came out because Yuka was drunk and she couldn't control herself and was giving all these thoughtless speeches or talk. Well, all the chaos actually worked to pull me out of my shock. So I guess it all turned out fine in the end. I suppose. So at least Miharu's not all shocked or passed out by Usagi's crazy driving. So the next morning, I find myself lying on the ground. So what's wrong now? Wait, what? Yeah, well, I'm fine. Well, I just slipped a little bit.
すごい勢いで茂みに刺さりましたね。見事な突貫でした。
Well, I'm sure that's not what Miharu wants to hear. It's like, oh, you did crash in that tree and gave it a nice blow.
朝の雪原に入る岡崎美春の一輪雑誌。もうみんなじっと見てないで助けてあげて。みーくん初心者なんだから。
So stop making fun of him crashing into a tree. Just help him up, okay? It's fine. Well, I'm okay. So what's going on? So I pull my head out of the bushes and show everyone that I'm okay. See? Well, it's more embarrassing than painful. Well, really. So I'd rather they just let it go. So, okay, no more talk about me crashing into a tree.
雪だらけだね。じっとしててね。払ってあげるから。
Okay?
あ、背中にもついてるよ。ほら。
Oh, thanks. Well, I can't help but feel a little ticklish being patted down by two girls. So you can make anything sound suggestive with just a little turn of phrases. And I'm sure the best person to do that is the teacher, Yuka.
膝が死んでましたね。ああいう時は膝ですよ、膝。あと腰。
Hey, that doesn't sound convincing from someone with a snowboard. Well, not in the slightest.
スキーで暴言するだけでこんな喜劇じみた転び方するとは想定外だね。
コブに足が取られて横に一回転した後に先が引っかかってロンダートしましたしね。しかもその後 M 字開脚をしたまま横回転して茂みにハールインワン。
これはなかなかに大変だね。
So why is Yuki, Kanon, and Usagi coming up with all these ways to relate Miharu's crash? Well, I told you, I'm not cut out for this. So I'm not trying to be an athletic hero or like a big superstar. So what happened was that, okay, so in the morning, well, I can't ski for this. Well, do you have any other winter sports for that matter?
何それはいけないね。
Wait,
体育の授業はほとんどスキーになっちゃうのに。
well, unfortunately, that's all we're pretty good at because we do it all the time in PE at school.
岡崎くん結構苦戦してるよね。いけない。このままではただでさえ先輩的な冬の好感度がマイナスなのに太鼓のたびに下がってしまうし。
So Ryuki's like, well, I kind of see that it's going to cause Miharu to go or drift further away from the love of winter, and that's going to be bad, so...
ということは特訓ですね。
So how about a special training? Come on, well I think I'm simply not built for this.
大丈夫。なせばなるたわごともですよ。
Well, come on, if you put your effort into it, you can achieve anything. Wait, what do you mean?
問答無用的なあれ。
Okay, so I guess that's what we're going to do. And that's what they did. So apparently they're going with Kan's ideas like, well, if you can't ski very well, then let's get you started. Let's get you to practice.
それにしてもここまでとは。あの時は謙遜だと思っていたのだが。
And for some reason, they just can't seem to fathom that Miharu is really bad with skiing. It's like, well, I think you're faking it. And that's a obvious lie. Okay, so, well, the area I grew up in never got so much snow. Remember? So I never skied in my whole life until I came here.
まあ私たちは小さい時から普通に習うからね。でも全員が全員滑れるってわけでもないし苦手な人もいるよ。
But then again, ski comes in many different levels. So most of us are good at doing easy basic skiing, but some of us can do the more complicated, more extreme levels of skiing. So the ones that involve you going down a almost 90-degree slope. It's kind of like when you do ski, they have all these different levels, and the hardest one has 2 black diamonds. The easiest one is like a green circle. And it's like, well, only a few people can do the diamonds. Well, I can't imagine, but even the usually clumsy Shizuri is skiing like a pro. So I'm having a hard time paying attention. What's with those watermelons swaying back and forth underneath her clothes? Well, it's seriously hard being the only man in this group sometimes. It's like, well, I'm a guy and it kind of means that I'm supposed to be like the best. I'm able to handle all these difficult skiing techniques. Kind of like the double black diamond level.
ミハル先輩、また腰が引けてますよ。そのままじゃまた転んじゃいますよ。
And instead I'm being like the worst, like a trainee. Alright, I'll fix that.
あ、岡崎くん、スティックで立とうとするんじゃなくて、体のバランスで立った方が安定するよ。
So try balancing with your legs. Don't rely on the poles.
そうそう。スティックはあくまで軽く持ってリズムを刻む道具だと思えばいいかな。
So balance myself. Well, I seriously still can't believe how Shizuri is able to balance herself with those proportions. Or do those two actually help her steady? Well, if only I was able to have the same body like her.
岡崎くん、寒すぎてどうにかなっちゃった？
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just escaping reality, but I came prepared, so I think I can handle the cold for now.
体が温まってないから動きが硬いのかもしれないね。しばらく軽くウォーミングアップでその辺を流してみようか。
Wait, so they didn't warm up before this? I'm sure if they've skied their whole life, they should know the basic principles of warming up before you do exercise. Okay, you're the experts, so I'll let you give me, or I'll do anything that you tell me to.
みーくん、無理しなくてもいいんだよ。
No, well, I mean, now that you're all teaching me, it'd be a waste not to at least give it a try.
その意気やよし。冬部の一員として全力で支援しよう。
Well, thanks. I'll do my best. And it would be nice not to get anxious before every gym class anymore. And I love to meet everyone where I fulfill their expectations too. And with those thoughts playing through my head, I head towards the chairlift again. Okay, so he's trying again. It's like, okay, I'll go to the top and then come down. And it's like, this is too fast. And he once again crashes. I'm okay. This time I will.
みーくん、怪我はない？今すごい角度で顔から。
Oh no, it's going to hurt him more. So every time he goes up to the top and comes down, he is getting hurt. I'm alright. Well, actually, I'm built like a rock, so let's have another go. And I think he's lying about himself, which is kind of ironic because he told Taruhi not to lie or make herself look better than she is in episode 26.
みはる先輩、木に真正面からスタントマンみたいです。
Well, I'm not done yet. Well, this is nothing. So, one more time.
ここまで来るとある種の芸術性を感じる転び方だね。
Okay, one more time. I swear, I'm gonna get this down. Okay, so how's this one?
岡崎くん、大丈夫？帽子ずれてるよ。
So I think the crash knocked your helmet sideways.
すごい汗。ほら、服からじっとしててね。
Thanks. Well, I collapsed in exhaustion after less than an hour of training. But the way they take care of me makes it all worth. And wait, so calm down. I'm getting sidetracked from my original goal.
先輩、本当にスキーダメなんですね。
Well, yeah, well, I didn't think it was this bad, or like I was bad until now.
じゃあ、スノボしましょう。
Okay, so if skiing isn't gonna work for you, how about you do snowboarding? Thanks. Well, pass.
どうしてですか？面白いですよ。
So why not? Well, I mean, you've got both of your feet attached to one single board, right? So isn't that going to be harder to do? Well, if I can't even handle skiing, how do you think I'm going to be able to handle a snowboard?
カノンさん的にはこっちの方が簡単だからおすすめなんですけどね。
Well, in my experience, snowboarding is easier, so how about you try that?
2、3個あざを作ればそれなりに様になりますって。
And I wonder if Miharu's going to tolerate those bruises. Like, well, you'll get hurt many times, and eventually you'll get it. And it does remind me of an episode from Arthur about DW riding her bike. So she kept getting all those bandages, but eventually at the end, she was able to ride a true two-wheeler bike. And being able to ride that two-wheeler bike really shocked the horrible twins that bully them. So the Tibble twins. Well, you say that even after seeing my ski achievements.
では2、30個ぐらいでなんとか。
Okay, so it'll take more injuries, but you'll still get it. How's that? You sure I'll be alive after that? So I may end up in the hospital then. Well, I shake my head in resignation, and then I suddenly realize something. Wait, so is it me, or has Yuki's snow sculpture gotten bigger? So if you noticed, in the back, Yuki's making something, and when this CG changed, the sculpture got bigger.
そうかな。いつもあれぐらいだと思うけど。
さて岡崎くん、そろそろ休憩するかい？
So, break time? Well, I feel like I won't pick up skis ever again if I quit now, so I'll just keep trying.
その心意気、感服した。よし。
Okay, thanks. I really appreciate it. And so, the press continues to guide my training after lunch as well, but... So, I think he's still doing a poor job.
これまた見事な刺さりっぷり。ここまで来るともはや才能の一種だね。
And it seems that Kanon, Yuki, and Usagi are enjoying Miharu's fall. It's like, well, it looks quite elegant.
ちゃん、感心してないで早く助けて。
Come on, no more comments, just help him out.
でもここまで来るとすごいですよ。
So everyone bands together to pull me out of my snowy hell, finally allowing me to catch a glimpse of the blue sky once again.
岡崎くん、大丈夫？なかなかな。寒くない？ぎゅーってあったか必要？あったか？いや、
So what's going on? Oh, so Shizuri and Taruhi are helping him. So Shizuri-san shakes her head, trying to sweep that one under the rug. Ooh, so having two girls breathing heavily at me feels strangely nice. Wait, my brain must be freezing over. I need to get myself together. Well, thanks you two.
今のはすごかったですね。なんというかミサイルマンって感じで。
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you find my antics entertaining. So unable to stand anymore, I collapse and flop into a pile on the ground. And it's only at times like this that I actually appreciate the cold embrace of the snow.
頭どこか打った？
No, I'm okay. Well, I'm just exhausted, that's all.
お昼ももう過ぎちゃってるし、そろそろおしまいにしよっか。
So, it's lunchtime, so how about we end it here?
そうだね。岡崎くんは十分頑張ったよ。
Thanks.
ゆうきちゃん、もうそろそろお開きだそうですよ。
So Yuki waves her hand in response to Kan's shout. And it looks like Yuki made something very interesting. So, a Yurumaru.
また力作だね。
ゆきちゃん、ほんと時間さえあればすごいの作るよね。 何ですかねあれ。
So what's this one then?
メガリン、見覚えあるよね。
Okay, so Megarine, tell us.
ゆだ
Okay, it is a Yuramaru. Wait, I don't remember this kind of Yuramaru being creepy and muscular.
違うのあれ。私がボツにした方のゆだ
Oh well, this is a different one. I rejected it.
マッチョなゆだまる。略してマチョマル。
So the muscular Yuramaru, also known as the Muskamaru.
さすがゆきちゃん、そんなレアキャラをよく知ってましたね。うわー、上腕二頭筋が素晴らしいです。ゆきちゃん、なんで知ってるの？
Wait, so how did you know about this one? It's rejected, so no one else should know.
ふははは、蛇の道はヘビ。
So it must have peaked on your proto. Okay, so Yukikoi must have peaked at Taruhi's prototypes, and she kept the ones that she liked, even though Taruhi didn't like it.
どういうこと？って、シャメしないで。
Hey, no more pictures, so don't take a picture of that one. And I'm sure it's too late. Well, Himeguri rushes forward to stop Yuki from proudly taking pictures of her heretical work. And falls face first in the snow.
見事なヘッドスライディング。
Okay, so the picture comes. So now it's immortalized in pixels. Ah, okay, so it's dark outside already. And this is a perfect place to stop this episode. So, quite a lot of events going on. First with the move, and I really like this part because it kind of gives me the feeling that Usagi was driving like she's playing Mario Kart, and I wonder if that's where she got her training from. And if that is the case, I wonder how she was able to pass her exams. Well, maybe she can drive nice, but chose not to. And also with the skiing practice, it does take some time to get used to, and Miharu mentioned that he'll ski for the first time, so it is expected that he would fall a lot. But at least he's willing to continue to try until he becomes stable. So anyways, it looks like we're coming to the end of the Usagi part in the common route. And I'm pretty sure the next part will be Kanon's part, given that Kanon mentioned, well, how about I let you try snowboarding the next time, and it might be easier than skiing. And with all that in mind, I'll see you later.